What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about this very special board to me. This is a 1988 Vision John Grigley. It's got white Gull Wing Super Pro 3 trucks and Epic Brains wheels, wide Vision rails, clear grip. This board is exactly like my very first good pro model that I got in 1988 when I was a kid. Same colorway, board, same color rails, same trucks, same wheels. My board even had the clear grip on it. Very special board to me. I got this board from a dude I went to school with named Roy. Roy got this board for his birthday back in 1988 and decided he didn't like skateboarding. I mean, he barely even used it. And he knew that I collected baseball cards at the time. So I traded him some old baseball cards for his complete. And I was finally able to get a real board that I could actually learn to progress on. When I picked up this board, I remember hanging out in my backyard. We had this little concrete path. We had a chain link fence, and I would hold onto the fence and I would practice ollies. And for like a month straight, I just held onto that fence and practiced popping ollies. After that, I went out front, started popping off the curb, popping up the curb, and I learned how to ollie. There was a school up the street from our house, and when I was younger, there were always kids there skateboarding. They would be launch ramping up there and stuff. And I just remember watching these dudes like, man, one day I want to do that. So now I'm 12 years old. I think I got my very first board. It was like a Volterra Meltdown. I got it in like 84. I was like 8 years old. I was a little kid. I used to bomb hills and acid drop and do that kind of stuff. But I never really was a skater per se. I was just, skateboarding, but I wasn't really a skater. But once I got this, then I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I basically decided I would not go up to that school and try to hang out with these skaters until I learned how to ollie. So once I got the ollie down, then I felt worthy to go up there and skate with those dudes. Met some really rad old skaters up there. They were all older than me by a few years at least. There was a dude, Jeff, who was always up there, and he was a huge influence on me, and he was really good at no complies and shove-its and just a real smooth skater. And for 88, he was just like a total ripper. And then there was a guy named Chris. He was like the launch ramp master up there. So I got a lot of pointers from him on the launch ramping. There was a dude named Kenny. Kenny was the curb dude. He was always doing slappy grinds. So got some slappy lessons from that dude. There was also another guy named Tim who was really good at ollies. Like he could ollie super high or super far. I remember he used to like have people lay on the ground, and he would just like pop ollies over like 10 people laying on the ground in the schoolyard. It's fucking nuts. But anyway, this board kind of changed the game for me and got me skateboarding for real. I learned all the basics on it. I learned ollies on it, shove-its, no complies, bonelesses, even caveman handrails I learned on this. And I may have even learned kickflips on this one. It was either this one or the second good board I had, which was a Santa Cruz Toyota. It might have been that one I learned kickflips on, but I can't remember exactly. But at any rate, this board is also what got me into the skateboard collecting situation that I'm in now, which is it's an obsession at this point. But it all started because I was looking for these parts to build this board. So I basically just started doing research, trying to find this board, and it just so happens that I found it, and I found all the parts, and so yeah, it's got the double meaning. The first board and that got me skateboarding, and the first board that got me into skateboard collecting. Right there. I mean, skateboarding for real changed my life, and I'll always be stoked when I look at this board. Just it holds a lot of value to me.